What is happening, Nerd Nation? If you've been following the show currently, we are breaking down past episodes of Dave ahead of its Season 3 release in just a few weeks. For those unfamiliar or just need a quick refresher, Dave is the brainchild of rapper Lil Dicky, aka Dave Bird, and former Seinfeld and Curb Your Enthusiasm writer Jeff Schaffer. Today we'll be talking about one of the episodes hidden with some of the most connections to Lil Dicky's real-life comeuppance, and break down episode 7 from season 2 entitled Ad Man. In this episode, we find Dave joining other peers from the rap world on the set of XXL's freshman class. The episode is intercut with flashbacks of Dave's past, him working at an ad agency with his friend Emma and honing in on his swagger and talent for rapping and entertaining others. In this case, a room full of peers and clients game planning a new ad strategy for their product. This is given to us in pieces, and intercut with glimpses of Dave in current day, who is shown in different situations to be anxious, frustrated, a control freak, unable to currently recapture the rap swag he once had, and is inconsiderate and uncaring to his friends around him. The episode comes to a head when Dave storms off set after failing multiple times to rap on beat during his freestyle. His frustrated and defeated walk to exit the building is beautifully interwoven with footage from his ad man days, where he is seen walking through his office confident and victorious. The dichotomy of the shot tells a beautiful story, and in and of itself is one of my favorite shots in the season. While this is an amazing shot to end the episode, how much of this episode has roots in Lil Dicky's real life? Well, strap in and let's break it all down, but before we do, hit that like and subscribe button because it's free 99 and we all know everyone likes to save that money. Alright, enough LD puns. Let's get into it. The first Easter egg hidden for us is in the title of the episode, Ad Man. While it's reference to the character Dave working in advertising many years back, it's also a nod to Lil Dicky in real life, being an ad man for an agency in San Francisco called Goodby Silverstein and Partners, working for big accounts like Doritos and the NBA. In an article on cheatsheet.com, they quote Lil Dicky saying, quote, "I made a song about Doritos chip sales and sent it out one day. Partners at the company went crazy and they immediately switched me into creative department. All of a sudden, I wrote like 10 ads that were on TV by age 22. I did the whole NBA playoff campaign in 2012, end quote. I do want to say I think it's funny that they used Mountain Dew in this episode and suggested the strategy of using rap to promote the brand, as in 2013, Mountain Dew hired rapper Tyler, the Creator, to run 3 commercials where he voiced a goat, who he later named Felicia. This ad campaign drew criticism when it was deemed that the ads were offensive and racist. This was countered by Tyler's manager, Christian Clancy, who told Billboard magazine, quote, "It's just a goat. I just think a goat is funny. It's no deeper meaning." They said, "Tyler, you can come up with any commercial that you want." I said, "You want to know what's funny to me and my friends? An animal talking. Why? Because animals don't talk in real life. So let's make an animal talk. What's a funny animal? A fucking goat." I guess people are claiming that it's racist, which, that wasn't even portrayed in that commercial. There's no type of hate being portrayed in that work of art at all. Everyone either said, "Wow, this is ridiculous, it's a goat talking," or they said, "Wow, this is the dumbest. Why would they even make this?" End quote. Since then, Tyler, the Creator, has gone on to rename all of his social media accounts at Felicia the Goat. In the episode, we are given an indication of the year Dave was working for the ad agency when he tells Emma that the album Yeezus has just dropped. This places the date of this flashback to June 18th, 2013, which is the day Yeezus was released. But does this line up with Lil Dicky's timeline in real life? Was he working for the ad agency at this time? In an article released in April 2014 by the website hiphopdx.com, Lil Dicky says, quote, "To do this full time, I had to quit my job about 6 months ago," end quote. This places his last days at the ad agency to November 2013, which would indicate to us that he indeed would have been working at the ad agency at the time of Yeezus being released, thus coinciding with what the show displays. Fans of Lil Dicky who were familiar with his album Professional Rapper prior to the show Dave will notice a nod to the album's outro, Truman, in this episode. Let me give some context in case you don't know who Truman is. Warning, there will be spoilers ahead. Truman is a reference to the character from the 1998 movie starring Jim Carrey and Ed Harris. Jim Carrey plays the title character, Truman Burbank, a man who from birth was adopted by a TV production company and is raised on a television set made to look like a real city. Unbeknownst to him, his family, friends, and anyone he's ever interacted with are all actors hired to live in the city and keep the facade going. Truman's entire life from infancy to adulthood is captured on 5,000 hidden cameras and streamed live for millions of people to tune in and watch every week. This concept very much is a precursor to the live streaming we see so often today. So in essence, this movie and the concept of live streaming was ahead of its time in many ways. Truman begins to notice strange things occurring around him, like set lights falling out of the sky, hidden cameras, and crew members hiding behind uncovered sets. He finally makes a dash to escape his fake city and find the real world. The movie concludes with him sailing away on a boat, surviving a manufactured storm brought on by the production company, and hitting a literal wall, the edge of his fake world. He manages to finally find a stairway that leads out of his fake world. Before he leaves, he gives his catchphrase.
In case I don't see ya. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.
And he exits into the real world. Returning back to Dave, early on in the episode in a flashback scene, Dave tells Emma how he was influenced by the movie The Truman Show, and how because of it he feels like everyone was actually watching him his whole life, that he feels like the moment he's at in his life parallels the moment Jim Carrey's boat hits the wall, and he finds freedom to move on to the next thing in his life. The song Truman is one of two serious moments for Lil Dicky on the album, the other being the song Molly. In the song Truman, Lil Dicky goes through a self-reflection process where he looks back at his own experiences and insecurities. He draws parallels to Truman from The Truman Show by believing he is the person people want to see entertain them every day. He places the responsibility of being an entertainer on his back and also feels like there is a sense of his success materializing and coming together to take him to greater heights as he approaches a wall. For Lil Dicky, this is a metaphorical wall. For Truman, this was a physical one. But the desire for something beyond their own world is the same. The metaphor of hitting the wall is given to us as a callback in the last shot of the episode. Dave hitting the wall in one journey and ready for his next advancement into a whole new world. The quotes for the song almost mimic word for word the dialogue used in the scene here.
I used to watch The Truman Show and think that that was me, that everyone was watching me, because I was like destined to provide entertainment for everybody. And I still feel that way, and I'm gonna go for it fully.
But I humor hoe, ask if she ever saw The Truman Show. She like, yeah. I'm like, well, when I saw that shit, I was convinced I was living like Jim. A similar situation where I was the basis of everyone's entertainment. Like.
End here.
I'm just waiting for my boat to hit the wall like Jim Carrey's did at the end of the movie.
Cause girl, this is Truman approaching the wall. Until I'm me, I am nothing at all. Until I'm free, I will not see beyond. I had to be who I was all along.
In the beginning of the episode, we see Dave sitting with Lil Yachty and Designa doing an interview for XXL magazine as part of their 2021 freshman class. Later in the episode, we see him on set for a cypher freestyle accompanied by Dave East, Lil Yachty, Denzel Curry, Designa, with DJ Drama on the ones and twos. When it is time for Dave to freestyle, he fails to find the proper cadence and rhythm to deliver his lines. But how much of this was actually based on real events? Let's return to the year 2016. Why, you might ask? This particular year's XXL freshman lineup features a list of familiar faces, including Dave East, Lil Yachty, Denzel Curry, Designa, and you guessed it, Lil Dicky. Another similarity includes the placement of where Lil Dicky is seen sitting while he does a roundtable style interview with Designa and Anderson .Paak. This is mirrored on the TV show with him sitting on the far right side. And to add to the authenticity, Designa is sitting alongside him in this segment. So far the show and real life are looking pretty accurate, but let's keep the connections going. As we saw in the show, Lil Dicky is amongst 4 other rappers on stage, and DJ Drama. In real life, Dave was on stage with Designa, who is seen in the show, Anderson .Paak, who is not included in the show's versions of events, and, you guessed it, DJ Drama. As we see Dave struggle on the show to rap on beat, in real life it appeared as if he had no problem. But here's one of the most interesting things that they kept in the show that happened in real life. The lyrics Dave raps on the show were the same in real life, and when you hear it in its entirety, it has that classic Lil Dicky feel and energy filled with punchlines that many fans have come to know and love.
Crib doesn't have a driveway, still pulling out when I fuck by the fireplace. I might be hot rain Gosling. I don't want to think about it. It's too exhausting. Kissing on your baby like the boy a politician. Tough shit, overcooked chicken, hot by the lip.
New crib doesn't got a driveway, still pulling out when I'm fucking by the fireplace. Bitch that I'm with used to fuck around with Gosling. I don't like to think about it, shit is so exhausting. Kissing on your baby like the boy a politician. Spitting out tough shit, overcooked chicken.
As a bonus tidbit, during a segment for XXL's 2016 freshman class, Lil Dicky dropped an a cappella freestyle.
I'm too nice, like a little youngin' that fell in love with a boo twice, isn't double as fuckable as he was. And dude tries to be subtle and get her cuddling, venting her troubles and getting her truffles and ending up a photo when she don't fuck him. And someone tell him, listen, you bugging, she never fucking a pedestrian mugger like you, so why out of trouble? But he rebuttal with, I think I just love her, so I would shudder at the thought of being anything other than nice.
If you recognize it, it's because it's part of the verse from the song Bruh from the album Professional Rapper.
I'm too nice, like a motherfucker that fell in love with a boo twice, isn't double as fuckable as he was. And dude tries to be subtle and get her cuddling, venting her troubles and getting her truffles and ending up a photo.
Which was again partially used in his first ever Sway freestyle.
Everybody know the cat like a dope meme. I got him buzzing up the crack like a dope fiend. They saw him come up with a Mac, yeah, I'm so Steve. Nowadays, bitches try and crack, got him Modine.
Everybody know the cat like a dope meme. I got him buzzing up the crack like a dope fiend. They saw him come up with a Mac, yeah, I'm so Steve. Nowadays, bitches try and crack, got him Modine.
How them hoes wanna get it with L? They know it's cold enough to charge like a Letterman sale. If they gon' stand behind them bars, I'm in federal jail. I'm going far like a general mail.
Like how them hoes wanna get it with L. They know it's cold enough to charge like a Letterman sale. If they gon' stand behind them bars, I'm in federal jail. I'm going far like a general mail.
With all this context, we can infer that the details matter to Dave Bird. It matters to him how his story is being told, and we can tell if the details of his actual life are making it on the screen that he is heavily involved with every character and every story beat that makes it on TV. People often write off Lil Dicky as a campy, corny white rapper, but that is far from the truth. Lil Dicky is the branding brainchild of Dave Bird, a character he uses to hook people in with humor while displaying actual skills as a rapper through the use of punchlines, cadence switching, and storytelling. Once he hooked people in through his music, he was able to draw them to watch his show when it debuted in 2020. He was then able to captivate an audience to stay while he displayed his chops as a comedic actor on TV. With season 3 of Dave on the horizon, I think it's safe to say Dave Bird is now making his own lane in the world of entertainment in a way he's always hoped for, being a comedic presence. He did this without the help of any label, but he had a strategy all along. A successful strategy, based in branding, based on marketing, a strategy based on being an ad man. I really hope you enjoy this episode, because as a fan of Lil Dicky, this episode is littered with Easter eggs based on so many real-life nods to Dave's music in real life. Throw up a comment if you noticed any Easter eggs I might have missed, or let me know what your favorite Dave episode is. Maybe we can do a deep dive on it. Be sure to catch us every Thursday breaking down past episodes of Season 2 of Dave until Season 3 comes out. And then once Season 3 comes out, we'll be breaking that down every week. If you're not already doing it, follow the show so you won't miss a thing. And yeah, like Truman says.
Good morning! Oh, and in case I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night.